if you are still unvaccinated of your own volition, and you are fully aware that there is COVID in this world and the Delta variant is substantially worse, and you still don't get your vaccine, you deserve every single fucking thing that you get. And I hate to say that because the hospitals don't deserve it, the family members that got vaccinated don't deserve it, but you 100% deserve every bit of the Delta variant that you get if you are not getting vaccinated of your own volition.
You got a tight little man pussy on you, don't you? Oh, it stinks. Nice and good.
You are watching a master at work.
Yeah. I can't sleep, I hope I stay awake, 'cause I've been running all day. Long nights, no peace, I feel like everybody's eyes on me. I can't sleep, I hope I stay awake, 'cause I've been running all day.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to a brand new episode of DarthNews. Unfortunately, there's nothing funny about today's video, and that's not sarcasm. I'm actually a little bit upset that I have to make this video. I'm upset that I have to talk about it. I'm upset that this is a real thing. I'm aware that this is the kind of video that is not going to get a lot of traction, not a lot of views. That's okay. As long as this video reaches 300 people, if 300 people watch this video, and I can inform 300 people of the tyranny that is happening in the United States of America today, then mission accomplished. But again, this is not something I wanted to talk about, but here we are, talking about it. The insanity that is happening in our judicial systems. Anyway, I want you to imagine for a second, okay? Just imagine that you're married, okay? And you have a 3-year-old daughter. You happen to catch COVID throughout the quarantine, and it's all good. You recover fully, no issues at all, no long-term health problems. You have the antibodies. You've built up a natural immunity, which, by the way, natural immunity is a real thing and it's scientific, so fuck your vaccine. Anyway, then for whatever reason, you're going through a divorce. And the judge rules/denies your visiting request or your visiting rights to your 3-year-old daughter, saying that because you're unvaccinated, it's not in the child's best interest to be around you, because you're endangering your child's life. This is medical tyranny. This is not what a judge is supposed to rule based upon. They're not supposed to rule based on your medical history. They're supposed to rule on facts and what's right, just, and fair. What is, I mean, the vaccine gives you a little taste, a little sample of COVID, but when you actually catch it, that's 100%. Like, your body builds that natural army to fight against this disease or this virus. Why is nobody talking about natural immunity? It blows my mind. It's like this vaccine is nothing but government propaganda. Don't you find it a little bit suspicious when you ask yourself, why do I agree with Big Pharma? Why do I agree with the FDA? Why do I agree with everything government? Is that coincidence? Why do I agree with the mainstream media? But I'm anti-establishment. I'm a liberal. I'm anti-establishment. No. You have 100% bent the knee and sucked the dick of the establishment. Man, I mean, imagine not being able to see your child. Not because you were a bad parent or you're an alcoholic or you're a drug addict or you were abusive, but because you didn't get a vaccine that your doctor most likely recommended against, or you just for whatever reason decided not to get. Then that's your right. That's your right. This isn't like a video about vax versus anti-vaxxer, which is right, which is wrong. No. I'm about liberty and the freedom to choose what goes into your body, especially an experimental vaccine. And I don't care if the FDA approved it. They're in on it. What are they in on, you conspiracy theorist? They're in on the whole fucking thing. The whole enchilada, the whole 9 yards. You know what I'm talking about. The New World Order. Everyone's getting in line. Every country's getting in line. Look at Australia. Now, I haven't exactly given you guys any context or background or factual sources, but don't worry, we're going to get into it because this is an actual story. This really happened. The scenario I just presented to you really happened just a few days ago in New York City. A judge denied a father his right to visit his daughter because he's not vaccinated. So let's go ahead and read the article and then we'll just wrap it up, Applejack. Oh, my bad. Hit it!
Did you just come inside me?
You bet your sweet bippy I did.
All right, so today's article is brought to us by the Daily Wire. They say a New York City judge blocks unvaccinated father from seeing his daughter, saying, quote, "It's not in the child's best interests." Let's read on. A New York City judge has just barred a father from visiting his 3-year-old daughter unless he is vaccinated against COVID-19 or submits to weekly tests. Now, let me be clear. It doesn't matter if it's mandatory vaccines or mandatory weekly testing. It's the same level of authoritarianism. It's the same thing. It is authoritarianism. Anyway, Judge Justice Matthew Cooper ruled in the divorce hearing, allowing the father to visit his daughter in person while unvaccinated is, quote, "not in the child's best interests," according to the New York Post. The father, who was unnamed in the court's opinion, has already recovered from the COVID-19 virus. So he has had the virus, fully recovered. He's got the antibodies.
I got the antibodies.
A natural immunity is worth 1,000 vaccines. Ask any professional doctor who's not going to lie to you for the sake of propaganda. Or selling a vaccine. They say, quote, "Here, in-person parental access by defendant is not in the child's best interest, and there are exceptional circumstances that support its suspension," Cooper wrote on October 7th. He says, quote, "The dangers of voluntarily remaining unvaccinated during access with a child while the COVID-19 virus remains a threat to a child's or children's health and safety cannot be understated." Again, show me the numbers on children under 3 dying from COVID. That's what you should be basing this off of, if anything. They say the father's attorney, Lloyd Rosen, pushed back against the judge's decision. Rosen's defended his client's skepticism of COVID-19 vaccine while attacking Cooper's reasoning as unscientific, which it is. Go ahead, ban me, YouTube. Whatever reasoning this judge is throwing at us is completely unscientific, and this attorney is 100% correct. The attorney pointed out that his client already has natural immunity to COVID-19 from his bout with the illness. Exactly. And again, why are we not talking about natural immunity? Why? Why is this vaccine so important? Out of all the vaccines, why is this one the most important? It's weird and it's fishy. It raises an eyebrow, at least for me. He says, quote, "My client is not a conspiracy theorist. He has concerns about the vaccine. He has heard about side effects, and he once had a bad reaction to a flu vaccine." Now, again, whether you think he's making that up or not, whether he actually had a bad reaction or he didn't, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I'm sure he's telling the truth, but even if it's just a way to get out of it, it doesn't matter. It's his choice if he wants to get the vaccine or not. I'm 99.8% or whatever survival. It's not reason for concern. It's not reason to freak out or act irrationally. And it's definitely not a reason to take someone's child away from them. So his attorney also argued that the judge's ruling was absurd and set an unrealistic precedent, saying, quote, "This judge must feel that 80 million Americans who aren't vaccinated are placing their children at imminent risk of harm, and therefore the courts should intervene and remove those children from their parents. This is an absurd position to take," he said, and it absolutely is. This is absurd. That is the correct word, the proper word, absurd. New York is home to one of the strictest COVID-19 protocols and regulations in the USA, and in August, New York City Mayor Bill de Blasio announced that the so-called vaccine passports would be needed in order to eat in restaurants or even go to gyms. New York City was the first city in the country to adopt such measures. Mayor Bill de Blasio said at the press conference, "Today I announce a new approach, to which we're calling, quote, Key to New York City Pass. The key to New York City, when you hear those words, I want you to imagine the notion that because someone is vaccinated, they get to do all of the amazing things that are available in the city. This is a miraculous place, literally full of wonders, as long as you get vaccinated. And if you're vaccinated, all of that is going to open up to you. You'll have the key. You'll have the key to the city, you motherfuckers. You can open the door and just do whatever you want if you just take the fucking vaccine." The goal here is to convince everyone that this is the time. If we are going to stop the Delta variant, the time is now. And that means getting vaccinated right now. Do it right now, you fucking bigots. He says, quote, "Not everyone is going to agree with this, and I understand that. But it's going to guarantee a much higher level of vaccination in this city. And that is the key to protecting people and the key to our recovery. That is why the key is to New York City." You know what? No, fuck you. If you just let everyone get sick, as much as I hate to say it, if you just let everyone get sick, no vaccines, none of that shit, this would have already been done and over with. Because natural immunity is 10 times more powerful than any fucking vaccine. Just trust me on this one. Trust me. Some people need the vaccine, okay? I'm not advocating against it. Some people, like the elderly, obese people, people who are just not healthy, certain people need the vaccine. But to say everyone has to have it or you can't do anything in this city, that's fucking tyranny and that's fascism. What else do you call that? That's fascism. You know, I'm done with this bullshit. Well, shit. I told you this really happened. And if you think this is just a one and done kind of case, you're wrong. This is going to start happening more and more and more and more and more. This is what you call medical tyranny. This is authoritarianism. This is fascism. This is happening in America. The government is separating you from your child because you're not vaccinated. What? Okay, so let me get this straight. What if they weren't getting divorced? Okay, what if the parents weren't getting divorced? What if you weren't getting a divorce and you had a kid? If someone complained or ratted you out that you're not vaccinated, would the judge just take your kid away? Or not let you see your kid? Because no. This is crazy. This is you understand what I'm saying? I mean, I can't even find the words to express how upset I am, but I think that means it's just a good point to end the video. Yeah, I'm gonna stop talking about this. But continue talking about it in the comments below. I'd love to hear your thoughts. I'd love to get inside your head. You know, so please feel free to like, share, subscribe, and until next time, don't you dare forget to pull out. That is POO motherfucking L. And if you are feeling generous, please consider going to my merch store and buying some merch, or going to my Patreon and donate as little as $1 a month. That is right, $1 a month. That's $12 a year, or just make a one-time donation of $1. You know, works for me. This channel is completely demonetized. I say it every video, but it's important that I say it so that way you're all that way you're all aware. Excuse me. It's important you know that I'm demonetized. That way, if you enjoy what I'm doing here, you can support me on Patreon, because at this point, I rely on you 100%. I rely on your generosity. I'm at the mercy of your generosity, really. It's what it fuck, man. So you can donate as little as $1 up to $100 a month, and I appreciate whatever you can give. And if you can't give anything, totally understand it. You know, like I wish I could give to more creators, and I just can't, because I'm in a tight spot. You know, I'm doing okay, but I'm in a tight spot. So if you can't donate or support the channel financially, don't even worry about it. I'm not even joking. Just please consider hitting the like button. Subscribing if you're not subscribed. You know, if you've been watching my channel for a while, I hope today, for whatever reason, I've earned your subscription, because at this point, that's what matters most, is your subscriptions and your engagement on my videos. Even though I don't get a lot of views, you guys are crazy in the comments and you're smashing like, and you know, for a video that gets like 400 or 500 views, the engagement on that video is insane. Again, most of my videos, like I've said before, are 90% viewed by people who are already subscribed to my channel. So only 10% of people that watch my videos are not subscribed. And that's not normal. That's me being shadow banned. That means only people who are subscribed are seeing my content. You know, it's not popping up in recommendeds for the most part. You know, you have to share it out. So, you know, like, share, subscribe. That is just as much support to this channel as you financially supporting me. To be honest, it's just as important. Yeah, okay, no, it is. Anyways, in regards to this story, I really hope that there's more to it. I hope there's a happy ending. I hope the dad takes this to court again, or appeals it, or whatever he has to do legally to fight this. Summon a different judge, perhaps. I don't know. This is insanity. I don't know if the judge made this decision, or if the court, or the jury. I think this was just the judge's opinion. Judge Matthew Cooper Scooper. I mean, if this were me, I would absolutely fight this to the very bitter end. I would get as many doctors as I needed to testify on my behalf that understand that I'm not going to kill my child, my 3-year-old. How many 3-year-olds are dying from COVID? Like 0.00001%. Okay, it's like not a thing. And you would think a judge who's supposed to be the bastion of reason and compromise and understanding and logic and common sense and science would get that. But for some reason, this virtue signaling mainstream media plant of a judge has decided otherwise. But let me know your thoughts in the comments below. What would you do if this was your child? You know, if you were going through a divorce, you know, for whatever reason, you know, you do you. Sometimes it's not meant to be. Sometimes, you know, your child was meant to be, but that was the purpose of your... I don't know. You know what I'm saying? What would you do if the judge denied your rights to see your kid because you couldn't get vaccinated or you refused to get vaccinated for your own reasons? I'm done talking. No, Tina, I'm done. I'm fucking done. No more. Okay? If you want to go get the mayonnaise, maybe we can have a little sexy time in the bedroom. Oh, you want mustard this time? Yeah, we can play with mustard.
But by the end of November, if you're 12 or older and want to fly or take the train, you'll have to be fully vaccinated, as will staff. Testing will no longer be an option before boarding.
You do. You know, if you felt uncomfortable going into the season when you were promised that you would have exemptions or that you didn't have to be forced to get the vaccine. I'm staying grounded in what I believe in. It's just as simple as that. It's not about being anti-vax or about being, you know, on one side or the other. Like, it's just really about being true to what feels good for me. I chose to be unvaccinated, and that was my choice. And I would ask y'all just to respect that choice.
Legend. People keep talking. I don't believe, yeah. I do whatever I want, whenever I want, I love it. People keep talking, I just keep winning. I'm just like, fuck it. They talking reckless, I don't believe them, I think they bluffing. They just be talking, they just want clout. I'm just so poppin', I'm just like, fuck it, yeah. Everybody trying to get a rise out of me. Escrows trying to get a high out of me. I don't talk bad unless you worthy. Hanging plaques up like jerseys. 25 extra lies on me. My family relies on me. 3-5 stars at my home though. Walk around in slippers and robes though. They ain't upholding the code. The industry full of some hoes. They letting like anything go. People are shady as fuck. I keep to myself, but I feel the energy though. None of these people are friends with me though. I don't put anything past them. I don't see none of y'all next to me though. I think they mad that I passed them. I do whatever I want, whenever I want. I love it. People keep talking, I just keep winning. I'm just like, fuck it. They talking reckless, I don't believe them. I think they bluffing. They just be talking, they just want clout. I'm just so poppin', I'm just like, fuck it. Yeah. I do whatever I want, whenever I want. I love it. People keep talking.
Hey man, you gotta check this out. What's going on? Bear chandelier. Oh dear. No, it's a bear chandelier. Holy shit, bear chandelier? Scared bears. Terrified bears, my god, look at those scared bears. How'd they get there? Where? The bears and the chandelier. Oh, these are fake bears. Oh yeah, those bears are whittled from wood. Wow. Whittled from wood, oh my god, haunted AF. Wood is historically one of the most ancient things on this planet. Yeah, a lot of time to get possessed by some sort of demonic ghost. That's why these bears are so scared. They got some sort of fucking evil spirit all up in them. Yeah, just marinating in that old wood. Marinating. Terrifying. You hear that? Oh my god, it's making noise. Fucking shit. Trying to communicate. Oh no, that's just him. Man, what the fuck are you doing making that scary noise? Oh, sorry, I'm trying to find my pitch. I got a singing recital tonight. Could you do that somewhere else, please? Yeah, man, you're scaring the bears. Fuck. I'm so glad we're not made of old wood, man. Me too, man. Cheers.